Hello everyone, I'm Tremayne, and this is going to be my review of Bloodshot. Now, unfortunately, due to the coronavirus, movie theaters have been shut down, but when they open up, you may want to go out and see a movie, and Bloodshot might be one of the ones you want to see. Or this may be a straight to video pretty soon, and you may wonder if you need to stream this or pick this up. So this review is going to be for you if you have any interest in Vin Diesel's Bloodshot. But first, if you haven't done so, please take a minute to subscribe. If you have subscribed, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. This is a new channel, so I'm really working hard on building it, giving you entertainment news, reviews, and information. And we're going to talk about this Bloodshot movie. First thing I want to say is everything was given away in the trailer. The trailer is the entire movie, which takes away all of the suspense. There's nothing surprising or exciting because the trailer gave everything away. And so this movie really hinges on how much you like Vin Diesel, because the character he's playing, which is Bloodshot, is not shown on the screen. It's just Vin Diesel being Vin Diesel, and I really can't blame him. They hired him because he's Vin Diesel, and they're hoping that the Fast and Furious billion-dollar franchise sort of rubs off on this movie. But Vin Diesel is no different than Arnold Schwarzenegger, Sylvester Stallone, Jean-Claude Van Damme, or Steven Seagal. Most of the action stars, and they are all the same. Every movie, they bring you the same attitude, the same character. And this character is interchangeable with his Fast and Furious, Triple X, whatever he's been in, it's all the same. And it's a shame for a comic book movie, because if you're a fan of the comic book, then you really want to see that character come to life. Picking someone like Vin Diesel, who's bald, and the character has hair, just little things like that really takes you away from really feeling like he's become Bloodshot. And then the character doesn't look like the character does in the comic book, even at the end of the movie, where they try to give him more of the Bloodshot look. All I saw was Vin Diesel. So it really fails in that regard. And this is the first movie in the Valiant universe. They're trying to do what the Marvel Cinematic Universe done, and even the DC. Valiant is the third most successful comic book franchise company, and they just aren't as popular and haven't been as around as long as Marvel and DC. Because when you see Spider-Man, you know Spider-Man. When you see Batman, Superman, you know who those characters are. When you see Bloodshot, most people go, who's that? You know, they have the first movie that was supposed to come out was called The Harbinger, and that was supposed to be the first movie to kick off the franchise. But I guess once they got Vin Diesel, they were like, look, we're going to go with this one. And I think just like Tom Cruise did with The Mummy in the Dark Universe, I think it might even stop the whole universe from really taking hold. The way The Mummy flopped so hard, the Dark Universe just went away, and we just got The Invisible Man. But you know, we had no Dark Universe logo or anything like that, like they're trying to start over. Nothing like that. And I think Valiant may run into that problem. They also sold the rights to different characters to different companies like Sony, Paramount, and we already know from Spider-Man how difficult it is to work with Sony to sort of bring the characters together. So we may not even get a Valiant universe, because they have the Harbinger movie still coming out, and they also have another movie called Faith. Faith is a popular superhero because she's a plus-size superhero, and that might be something different that gets people attention that may sell that movie. But overall, the only good things about this movie was Lamorne Morris, who played Winston in New Girl. He's playing Wilfred Wiggins in this movie. He's the computer guy, and he has a British accent. The British accent was so good. I actually had to go online and see where he was actually from, because I was like, is he another British actor? And I didn't know it. He's not. He's American, but he does a great British accent. And also Asa Gonzalez, who played KT, she was really good in the role. She even had chemistry with Vin Diesel, but they didn't go there with a love story. But you could see they had chemistry. I kind of wish they would have gone there, would have maybe made the story a little more interesting. But she had a really great fight scene, which I wasn't expecting. And overall, the movie just fell flat. The end of the movie, you see it in the trailer. They look like video game characters. It's clearly CGI people in that final elevator fight. And then when he fights the big bad at the end, that's pitiful. It was so. It reminded me of the Dark Knight, Batman Returns, when Catwoman kept getting shot and she just kept walking forward. I was like, can't you kind of avoid the bullet or something? You know what I'm saying? So the way it ended, you also see it in the trailer, sets it up for the franchise. But I don't know about this one, y'all. But I would probably tell you to avoid it. It had juvenile jokes that didn't make any, they weren't funny. The special effects were like old, like something I would expect from the 90s. The acting was poor, except for the two people I told you. I would not recommend this movie to anyone. I would say skip it, but I will recommend Guns Akimbo. That's the Daniel Radcliffe movie. That's an action movie that you really need to see. That I highly recommend. Forget Bloodshot and look at Guns Akimbo. Now, that's it for this review. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will catch you in the next video.